Hello, my wonderful people. I greet you all according to una time. My people, not be small thing dey happen for inside APC now. APC, all of them just dey get their self down as me and una dey talk so. Wike don talk to tortoise wey no dey finish for story, my people. As Wike and Jagaban now no dey agree again because of say some things wey e tell Jagaban. My people, make e no be like say na me dey talk this story. Make una lis ten carefully, make una share am, because as e dey sweet us na so e go dey pain dem.
The Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, it is important that we still keep tabs on the happenings in the political space. And what's reaching us now is that crisis in APC continues to deepen. And this time around, the villain Wike is involved. Ever since Wike subverted the will of the people in Rivers State during the presidential election, he has become one of the most unpopular political figures in Nigeria. He saw that there was no way APC was going to win that election unless they rigged. And instead of using his powers to stand with the truth, he decided to help them rig so that he will be a member of the cabinet, so that they go give him position. Same thing with Ganduje. APC was hugely rejected in Kano State because of the poverty that they brought upon the people. But through Ganduje's rigging, they were able to get over 517,000 votes in Kano State. Now, reports reaching us is that these two riggers in chief are now being excluded from the sharing formula of APC. But before I break that down, let me quickly show you how in this video, this prominent Nigerian, Frank Tietie, is calling on Nigerians to rise up against this absolute disregard for the rule of law by APC and Tinubu. Watch this great video, please.
Now, we are talking, in fact, even in the dark days of General Abacha, you couldn't contemplate this happening in the court. This is really terrible. Now, we are talking about the desecration of the Nigerian, judicial system. This is a direct confrontation to the very foundations upon which this country operates. Let me tell you, the idea of separation of powers, why there should be an executive that has powers to implement laws, and then a judiciary that interprets what the laws are, and the sacrosanctity that whatever proceeds out of the mouth of a judge must be obeyed. What you see now is a direct destruction of that foundation. It's an invitation to anarchy. And who are we talking about? We're talking about a president that has lived that has operated for such a short time. And this is not about being silent. It's about, a plot to actually, bring down this country. And you see, it's not about Emefiele anymore. It is clear now that Emefiele is a political, detainee. He's been punished, he's been harassed by persons who clearly don't have anything against him, but simply want to punish him for whatever political views that he held in the past. But see, Emefiele is actually is a reflection of the average Nigerian, whether or not he is a big man or a poor man, that is being really terrified at this time. Let me tell you, the president must, as a matter of urgency, there is no basis to fear anybody here, because we've gone through all this before. Where we've gone through military times, we have been through all forms of persecution in this country to midwife a democracy, and then we are now seeing a civilian form of oppression and dictatorship. So this cannot be accepted. Let me tell you, the import of this is this, that it means that order from which above, there is only one sovereignty in this country, the Nigerian state. It is not about who, it's not about an individual. Please, right. We have only one country, and it's very important. And again, if anybody thinks that it is time to gloat over everybody, because it is every Nigerian that's on trial at this time. And unfortunately, this has become a persecution and no longer a prosecution.
Now, this video is a charge to the people who support evil in this country, to tell you that when you allow impunity to reign, even you are not safe. It is also a super charge to the judiciary. Now, you gave an order and the DSS refused to follow it because the judiciary have made a mess of themselves. But they have this last opportunity that Nigerians are waiting for them to do the right thing, because this time around, the people are ready to stand behind them. Just pass the right judgment and watch the people rise up to defend you if anybody tries to intimidate you, judiciary. onto the issue of Wike and Ganduje. This communique began making the rounds on social media yesterday, and it reads, Wike insults Tinubu after DSS refuses to clear him and Ganduje for ministerial positions. At a meeting last night, Bola Tinubu broke the news to former governors Nyesom Wike and Alhaji Ganduje that the DSS has refused to clear them for ministerial positions. Wike lost his cool and started shouting at Tinubu. Security operatives had to restrain him from his unruly behavior. Insiders said Wike was yelling at the top of his voice, claiming that after all the sacrifices and enemies he had made to ensure Tinubu won, this is not how to pay him back. Ganduje, on his part, took it calmly before they were escorted out of the villa at the late hours. Now, some people say this is an unconfirmed rumor. It's an unconfirmed rumor. Why are you people carrying unconfirmed rumors? Oga, keep quiet. Whenever we hear any news say APC people dey quarrel, I don't talk am. I must share am because I am interested in the downfall and in the scattering of APC. Anytime I hear any terrible news about APC, me I go always share am. And you may think that this is unconfirmed, but I promise you, you will see it later play out in this country. Remember when Tinubu went to Port Harcourt and he told Wike, I owe you nothing. Have you forgotten? Who will trust Wike to work with him with this in behavior? And I have said it, all the people that worked against His Excellency Peter Obi, a good man that had good intentions for the people of this country, all the people will work against him, will steal him votes. I'm not talking of people that refuse to vote for him, but all the people that stole his votes. They will soon be disgraced in this country. In a short while, we go see their disgrace for this country. And Wike is one of those people. Now, listen to how Dele Farotimi spoke these strong words of absolute truth to the judiciary ahead of the tribunal judgment. Watch this beautiful video.
You asked a question that is very pertinent, and it is the one that relates to the judiciary and whether we can expect the judiciary to be the last hope of the common man. I have said repeatedly, and I have no apologies for saying so, that the Nigerian judiciary as an institution has been compromised almost beyond redemption. But I also know that there are still good men and women within the system. Our particular situation at this time demands that men and women need to remember that beyond the verdict of men, there is the verdict of history, and then there is the verdict that will be handed down by God. Truth is eternal. We were all in this country. We all witnessed what happened. If men would have their consciences purchased and forget the need to uphold justice, that is left for them and for God. But we will tell their stories, and posterity will remember. So I will say without equivocation, there is nothing institutional about the Nigerian judiciary that should lead anyone to be optimistic about it retaining the capacity to dispense justice. However, as I have said, there is always a remnant. Perhaps out of these 5, there will be remnants. But only God knows who and who those remnants be. But I do know one thing. It is up to the judiciary to save Nigeria from itself.
Wow. He said it is up to the judiciary to save Nigeria from itself. There are Nigerians that are about to destroy this country, and the judiciary has the power to stop them with their verdicts. He said, we were all in this country. We saw what happened. But constitutionally, it is the judiciary that can pass judgment. And he is urging them to do the right thing for posterity's sake, for history's sake, and for God's sake. Because we have no other country. And we are saying all eyes on the judiciary. The judiciary must do the right thing this time around because the people are angry. The people are angry because of the level of poverty, of hunger, of hopelessness that APC has brought to this country. So this is not business as usual. And we are hoping that the judiciary will do the right thing, pass judgment according to the dictates of the constitution and the electoral laws, that those of us wey dey this country now go get hope and for the future of the children yet unborn. But until then, make I still enter town, make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because na because of una na I dey here. So